Hey everyone. I know I said it was transitioning to YouTube, but I have a thought. And yes, you can call this a worthy walk daily with Donna at noon. I have come on here looking toe up from the floor up with my thrown together head wrap because I have curlers in my hair, but I needed to come on and talk about this now. I don't watch a lot of television. I'm not a big movie buff. I don't follow the movies like that. I don't binge on a series, whether it's comedy or drama. I just don't. I like the reality shows, cooking reality shows, and fashion reality shows. I've watched Project Runway, and I follow Hell's Kitchen, and I follow MasterChef, and I follow those shows that bring a kind of a joy and an excitement about what people do. I don't care for those shows and movies where people are petty, the reality where people are petty and they're poking at each other and they're throwing shade at each other. I don't do that. So I follow these shows, and here's what I have noticed. That's just been circling in my head, and I've noticed it, and I've noticed it, and I've noticed it. And what I have noticed is the fact that everyone who comes from any ethnic group celebrates their community. They talk about, they want to represent their community. They want to present the foods of their community. They want to highlight their particular ethnic group. They're proud of it. They're out front with it. They're just bold with their statements about this is for my community, for my people. Except in too many instances, the African American men and women who are participating in these reality shows that I love so much, they don't celebrate being African American. They don't celebrate the culture. They don't celebrate the food that they are presenting. They don't hand their community to the judges on a plate. They don't present themselves. I don't get it. And I do get it. I get it because it's hard to define just in one fell swoop what our culture is about, what our food is about. It's hard. I get that. That's a result of our history in America. But I just wish in these reality shows, cooking and fashion and makeup, well, maybe not makeup, but fashion, that people would come presenting themselves. This is who I am. And this is who I am on a clothes rack. This is who I am on a plate. I am standing up for my community. It's almost as if we are hesitant about celebrating us. And I know when we do, we get pushback, but that should not stop us from celebrating ourselves in those moments where we're showcasing talents that match the talents of every other individual in the room. I've been watching Making the Cut on Prime. It is Heidi and Tim Gunn and judges. And they invite people. I'm sorry, messing around with my phone. They invite competitors. So it's a fashion show. It's all about fashion. And this time there was one African American woman on there. And the competition was fierce, 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 fierce. And it got down to just three. Caucasian man, the African American woman, and a woman from Colombia. And if you're going to watch it, maybe you should, if you're going to watch Making the Cut, alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. And the entire time I'm watching the competition and I'm watching everything that's going on, I don't have any particular favorites, so I always favor the African American because I feel like if you are in that moment, then yes, bring it, shoot your best shot. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Even when you present something, it's like, oh man, what were you thinking? I'm still hoping that you can come back, you can snap back. So as I'm watching the others, I'm also rooting for her. And as they get down to the wire, and it is the three of them. And one woman is from Colombia, and she's sharp, and her clothes look good, and she's very business oriented. She's fashion savvy. She has her following and people with her. in her community, and she wants to highlight her community and present her community, and she wants to reach out to her community in other places, and she wants to spread the word. This is who we are. This is how we are. Look at our greatness. The African American woman just wanted to celebrate diversity. She never brought background or history into it. Just celebrate the diversity of women. Be inclusive. So in a way, she was saying it without saying it. But there are the three of them at the end. And I'm sorry. I'm thinking she's not going to win. She's not going to get it. It just, you know, she's good. She's great. But she's not as specific as the woman from Colombia, and she's not as focused, in a sense, as the man, the male designer. And they're standing there. And one of them gets cut. And then it's just the African-American woman and the Caucasian man. And I like them both. And I'm rooting for them both. But I'm really rooting hard for her. Spoiler alert. And the judges go through their votes. Heidi votes for the African-American woman. The second judge votes for the male. And the third woman, after talking, and it seems like, well, I can't tell who she's voting for by the way that she is sharing, and she finally votes for the African-American woman. And I burst into tears. It was like I had won. That her life will never be the same. Everything, because one of the prizes is $1 million, plus all the other things. And I thought, yes. She's Jamaican heritage, so she did highlight her heritage near the end by bringing in colors into her collection. But I just wish that whenever we find ourselves in places that we celebrate who we are, that we celebrate our community, that we do not feel as though we need to mute our voice in order that people aren't uncomfortable, in order that people aren't uncomfortable, right? But then that's just my take. Tell me what you think. Am I being just too much? Thanks for hanging with me in this quick A Worthy Walk Daily with Donna at noon, and I'm going to put it on YouTube as well. I want us to be excited about being African American in whatever shape, form, or fashion that is. Let's begin to celebrate us. Not in a shady or petty way or an angry, frustrated way, but just begin to celebrate us. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. I ask this in the name of Jesus. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday, a great weekend, a worshipful Sunday. And remember, you'll find A Worthy Walk Daily with Donna at noon on YouTube now, as well as Even Song. I hope you continue to follow me. God bless.